Hello, I am Catherine. As you know, I make videos in English, German and Greek, and you find them in my website. I write in the information, but also in my other channel, Magd Jesu. You see chaos take over more and more in Paris, in French. It was a festival of joy, but these men we brought in, they can't see that we have joy. So they attacked about 150 women with searing punk, and nobody knows who they were, but we know. We know the same people with the knife attacks, the same people with rapes, the same people. And the woman had to go to the hospital. They had big problems. Some days ago, somebody asked young people in London, in England, if they will fight for their country. So the first person was an African. So he said, no. And I can understand, he's from Africa and England, even if he has the passport. I mean, it's not his home country, so he doesn't feel for this country, even if the country gives him everything. But the surprise was the next man, a young Englishman, a student, something like this. So he asked him, in the next war, will you fight for your country? And he said, no, I will fight against my country. I will fight against imperialism. Did you ever imagine that a time is coming in the West when our children say, I will not fight for my country, I will fight against my country? Why we came to this point? Because our children and grandchildren were indoctrinated, manipulated in the schools, in the universities, from people who our governments allowed to come in millions. And also as professors in the university, as students in the university. And these people are not weak like our children. Our children now, they visit festivals, they visit parties, they visit music things, and they know how to dance, but they don't know more. They are weak, for no use. And the other thing, I ask me, what are our children learning in the schools? They surely learn that Europe, America, about the slavery, about the wars, about the bad things of our countries and also of the Vatican, of the Catholic Church. And this is good. We speak about the bad things of the West every day. Nobody else is doing that. Did you ever see Turkey speaking about the bad things they did? No. Did you ever see an Arab speaking about the bad things they did? No. Only the West, the colonialists, the slave traders. A moment, Arabic slave trade was so big. So what they are learning, they learn about the bad things of the West. Are they learning also about the bad things in Africa, in Asia, in South America? I mean, what did the people in Africa, all the hundreds of years they exist? They killed each other. What did the people in Asia? They killed each other. What did the Indians in South America, Central America, North America? Always wars against each other. And do they learn about the bad things, the wars of Islam, or only of the Catholic Church? How became North Africa and Africa Islamic? Through wars. The first Christian countries were Israel. I mean, they had a lot of Christians. The first church was in Israel. Syria, Lebanon, Turkey, Iran, Iraq, until India, and until Morocco, Ethiopia, etc. These were the first Christian countries, not Europe. So how it happened that they became Islamic? Through wars, bloodshed, a lot of bloodshed. Do our children learn about the invasion of Islam in Europe? The Arabs in Spain, in Portugal, 700 years. The Turkish in Europe, Southeast Europe, 400-500 years. And they were only good people. They didn't kill, they didn't rape, they didn't slaved, nothing. So this is what happened in our schools. We hear only about the bad things of the West. And what happened? The communists and the Islamists betrayed our children. And now our children goes with terrorists and sympathizers of terrorists to the streets against our countries and against Israel. This is what happened. Manipulation, indoctrination of Islam in our schools, in our universities. Now, a Muslim wants to become mayor in New York. Who is he? From Uganda, a Muslim. From South Africa, he went to South Africa and then to America. And what he wants the eradication of Israel, the death of the Jews. And he wants global intifada. Intifada, global. What does it mean? Most of our people have no idea what is intifada. Intifada means terror attacks. Until everybody thinks, everybody believes what you want. Your ideology. So it means this mayor, he wants to become mayor, wants intifada, terror attacks in our countries, in every country of the world. And who is killed by intifada? Babies, children, women, men, everybody. Innocent people, not army. Can you imagine? Do you see in an Arabic city, Arabic country, a white man and Christian be the mayor of a country or of a city in Morocco, in Tunisia, in Libya, in Egypt, in Saudi Arabia, and? No. So it means we are sold. And so our people will continue to have party until the earth burns. And many people tell me, you know, I am old now, I lived my life, but I care about my children and grandchildren. Listen, your children and grandchildren will soon die. 2/3 of the world will die in the next months and years. So if you cared about your children, you had given them a Bible. You have teach them the Bible and the faith in Jesus Christ so that they know where they go after death. But you didn't do that, and you didn't care about them. You like more the Netflix movie. You like more Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and these things. You have not time to care for your children. So they will be killed in the wars, catastrophes, etc., and go to hell forever. I will read today a vision. If you remember, if you know my videos, I explained in many videos who is the elite, about Edom. You find them in the playlist, or you give Edom the word. The elite is not Jewish as the Muslims and atheists tell us. The elite is a group of people from the Middle East who hate Israel, who give themselves as Jewish. And so they make a law, prepared a lot of things for us. I recommend you to listen to the videos about Edom to understand what we speak about. I will read. And you know, I spoke about the eagle with the 3 heads. In 2nd Ezra, you find, I put in the information, but you can find also yourself 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. It was 2,500 years ago. God gave to Ezra, a high priest in Israel, visions about the last days. And it is exactly what is coming now in the next weeks and months. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. So we speak about the Middle East, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall carry it as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. So God tells him the dragons of Arabia are coming out in the last days with a lot of military, with a lot of weapons, with a lot of people, multitudes. And the whole earth will be in fear and trembling. Who are these people? The Arabic Islamic countries. And God says the dragons. What is a dragon doing? He pecks you, he eats you, he destroys you. So Syria, Lebanon, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Egypt, Yemen, and. So they come, and who are the dragons first? I mean, the whole Arabic world, but especially the terrorists, the dragons. And where they are not only in the Middle East, they are everywhere. And you know, in Africa, there are about 100 groups of Islamic terrorists. They kill everyday Christians. In Nigeria, in Congo, in other countries, they kill Christians. But nobody cares. Why? Because the people hate only Israel. 100,000 were killed in Sudan. Who cares? 100,000 were killed in Syria. Who cares? Millions died, were killed in Yemen, also children. Who cares? Catherine, I care only about the conflict where Israel is involved, because I hate only Israel. Away with the Jews. So our young people speak like this, and now we have people, normal people like you and me, in our streets. If they ask them, not only the Muslims, our people also, they are indoctrinated. What do they say? We hope that Iran will destroy, eliminate, and they explain in many words, Israel forever. Did you ever think that something like this will happen in our countries? No, no. But the politics, our politics, and our mass medias every day, they tell us what did wrong Israel. They don't tell us about Hamas, Hezbollah, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab. No, they don't care about this. Only Israel. Good, you will receive what you earn. So, also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Who are the Carmanians? The Persians, Iran, and they are coming in big fury. Iran, the people of Iran, are not Arabs. This is perhaps the why he brings, how I can say, not together, the dragons of Arabia and then the Carmanians. And they come like wild boars of the wood with great power, and join Carmanians and the dragons come together and join in the battle against Israel and the West. And they shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Assyria was an empire before Babylon, after Egypt, and they were the Iraq, especially north of Iraq, where are the Kurds today, and all these Middle East countries. You know, after the Iraq war of Bush in Iraq, after the Americans destroyed the Iraqi army, Iran took over Iraq. Iran controls Iraq. So I will ask why the Americans destroyed Iraq and not Iran. It's a question mark. So Iran controls Iraq. if Iraq doesn't want to come in this war, they will destroy also Iraq and take over. I mean, their people are all already there. But in this case, can also Assyrians be America, the West? Why? We know Europe, America were the next powers after Rome, etc., after Babylon. When we speak of Babylon today, what we mean? The West, and especially America, Mystery Babylon. So, some people said, the mass medias and others said, after America attacked Iran, the Uran, the atom bombs or whatever of Iran, then now Iran perhaps will have, how do you say, terrorist, oh, I forgot the word, cells or something like this. The terrorists, they are already in America for many years. They wait only for... Everything is prepared for many years, not now. God showed to many Americans, where are these terrorists? I mean, where the bombs will explode in the cities of America. Everything is known for years and years, decades. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. So now we see the dragons and the Carmenians become ones. What is the Muslim Brotherhood doing? And other, Erdogan, he said, every Muslim in the world, not only in the Arabic world, also in Australia, in the West, should become one and fight. So they call all the Muslims to unite. Since the Arabic world exists, and especially also since Islam exists, there was always tried the Arabic world, the Islamic world, to take over the West, Europe. And as I said, in Spain, in Portugal, 700 years, Turkey in southeastern Europe, 400 or 500 years, and then. We knew until some decades that the Arab world, the Arabic world, is our enemies. We knew that. But now in the last decades, through the good life, people forgotten. And now we have millions of Muslims, so they think everybody is good, everybody loves us. No, they hate us. Of course, there are also good people. I am not against the Muslims. I am against every ideology who teach people, and especially children, to kill the infidels, everybody who doesn't believe like him, and promise them to be in paradise after death. Suiciders, self-suiciders, how you say them, terrorists, they are not in paradise, they are in hell altogether. And then they will remember their nature. I show you something. In Genesis 16, what said God the angel of God to Hagar, the mother of Ismail. Ismail is in the first line, Saudi Arabia, and then the Arabic world. He will be, Ismail, a wild donkey of a man, his hand against everyone, and everyone's hand against him, and he shall dwell over against all his kinsmen. What said God 4,000 years ago? Ismail, the Arabic people, will be wild like a donkey. And his hand will be always against the others, and the other's hand against him. What we see, 3,500 years, the Arabs tried to eliminate Israel. And for 1,400 years, Islam tries to take over the world, and many countries in Africa are Islamic, and many Christians are killed by these people. Not only in Africa, also in Pakistan, in other countries. Wild donkey. So now the dragons and the Carmenians, the wild donkeys, make themselves one to fight, not only Israel, to fight the world. And this is coming in the next weeks and months. Yeah. Then this shall be troubled and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. We will see who fights beside Israel, the dragons of Arabia, America, of course, but not forever. Because, behold, clouds from the east, from the north, from the south, they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. So now we see the Carmenians, the dragons of Arabia, and of course Israel, and countries, militaries from the north, from the south, from the east. Many military, many countries are involved in this. And then they shall smite one upon another, they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star, and blood shall be from the sword unto the belly. It will be a crazy war, a crazy bloodshed, and dung of men unto the camel's hoof. Who has camels? The Arabs. So you see, it will be a crazy war, a crazy bloodbath. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. The whole earth will be trembling. And then shall there come great storms from the south, from the north, and another part from the west. So many militaries, many countries are involved. And strong winds shall arise from the east, and shall open it, and the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the star steer to cause fear toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed. So we see clouds, all these are military. Stars must be generals, presidents. The great and mighty clouds shall be lifted up, full of wrath, and the stars, that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out every high and eminent place as a horrible star. As a lot of things. Then he explains fire, hail, fleeing swords, a lot of catastrophe, a lot of war, cities go down, disappear, and they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, to Babylon, and make her afraid. Who is Babylon? America. They shall come to her and besiege her, the star and all the wrath shall they pour, something is wrong, but upon her, then shall the dust and smoke goes up into the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. When you read Revelation 18, the destruction of America, what you see, America will be destroyed by Russia, China, and Islam, and other countries, Mexico, Venezuela, etc., communistic and Islamic countries. People in the world will see and weep, they will not can understand, they will be not, they can't, and they that remained are under her shall thus service unto them that have put her in fear. Although the American people and others will serve them, the people who take them over. And you, Asia, you are partaker of the hope of Babylon, and so on. Asia, is Minor Asia Turkey, or is Pakistan, Afghanistan, etc.? And why? And then we see the judgment, plagues. God will bring famine, sword, pestilence, destruction. Why? Because they attacked his people, Israel. And what is written in the chapter 16, I read. In the chapter 16, it says, woe be unto you, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto you, Egypt and Syria. The earth quakes, and the foundations thereof, the sea, arise with whales or something from the deep, and the, oh, I can't read it. There will be so many bombs falling down on the earth. There will be so many nuclear weapons falling down on the earth that the earth will be trembling, the earth will be quake, and there will come many earthquakes, of course, and I can imagine also volcanoes, etc. So we are going now to this point. There is no turning back. We passed. We are going for destruction, and the point is we are not prepared. Pray, look for God, prepare yourself. America will be destroyed very soon. Some people ask if America will be destroyed in the middle of the 7 years or before Armageddon. Myself, I believe she will be destroyed in the beginning of the 7 years, or even before the 7 years begin, because the Antichrist will destroy America. And because of a dream I had many years ago, and I told in many videos. Goodbye, God bless you.